yard. And I'll figure out how to turn this camera around and show you. There you go, I figured it out. Bob's my mini excavator. It's a Bobcat E35i. And it is awesome. I love it. So we'll back out of here. Back at the shop. I don't know if you can see it very well. There you go, it's coming. We'll back out of here and we'll head over there to the front yard. I'm also heat treating my bees today. We'll go by the bees here in just a minute. Let me cut that beaver off. That girl, I hate that thing. There you go. Put it in rabbit. Rabbit runs 2.5 miles an hour, so you gotta be quick. Keep up with it. Bob does a good job. We're coming up on the bees now. Around the side of the shop. Kind of give you a little tour. See if that there's that little hive. I caught that swarm earlier. Probably March. And then that big hive right there, the green one right there. I'm heat treating them today for Varroa-mites. That little red hive was a swarm off of that hive. That hive with the yellow top. And I caught them the second day after I caught the other hive. And then that white hive right there is an experiment I'm doing on AZ hives, how they work. Going pretty good. Next, onward to the yard. So this is what I'm working on today, me and Bob. You can see here, coming up on the house. Let's see, maybe if I turn the video this way. So this is what I'm working on here today, me and Bob. My yard, I had it pitched. You can see the little swell. See the hill comes down from there and swells back up to throw the water this way. Well, it throws so much water that the water can't cast. It needs to cast down rather than stream down. So I'm gonna take this hump out, me and Bob today. And no, we don't know what we're doing, but we'll figure it out. So I gotta walk back down to the bees now, because by the time I get there, the first phase of the heat treatment should be locked into temperature. But you can see the ditch that's cut down through here. So I'm gonna slope it. You can see how it slopes down here. Bad enough that my zero-turn mower has a hard time on that little hill right there. That's my wife's garden. It's coming on good. So we'll walk on up through here. Go back down to the beehives. It's pretty good hike. I got 46 acres here. So my yard slopes down from the road there. You can see where the water started cutting little gullies, and then it comes down here, and we got it swelled up to keep it away from the house. It's cutting a channel rather than flowing level. Of course, the majority of that will go away if I can ever get grass seed to grow, which that's a constant battle right now. So I'm gonna get this all leveled out, then I'm gonna haul in some mushroom compost and cover that in good with the topsoil. Maybe I can get some grass to grow. But these little dumps and bumps and ridges right through here, or heck on a zero turn. It's a not a comfortable ride, but you can see the little water flow. One thing you learn about water is water will win. You can't beat water. It's gonna win. It's gonna flow where it's gonna flow, and you can't, you ain't gonna stop it. But you can control it and guide it. Well, I don't know if you can, but you just got to figure out how to guide it the best way. So a lot of water washes down this hill right here. That comes and merges in here. So rather than it running into a single ditch, my goal is to take it and fill that ditch in and get it to where it kind of fans out, flat fans out, and kind of slopes on down to the main ditch that's just on the other side of them trees over there. So that's what we're going to work on today. Box plate on. We are ready to go tackle some more. Come hang out. It's cold, man. All right, as you can probably tell, me and Bob got most of we got all the hump out of it and filled the ditch mostly in. Now I'm gonna take the tractor, me and John, and the box blade. We're gonna drag and level all that out and smooth it out up through the yard and fill in those little crevices that we can. Then we're gonna come back and rake it all with the tooth rake, and that should get all. Then we'll plant some grass seed and hope it holds. Looks like it'll flow better. Maybe it will once I get it smoothed out. We'll see. So as you can see, I got that swell out. Got that all kind of where it'll feather out. Still got a little kick to kick it away from the gate, but then once it gets to there, it can feather out down through there. Some go that way, some go that way, but it all ends up down in the ditch. Got all this smoothed out. Got all the ruts and the bumps and the zero turn back busters out. Got it smoothed up. Now all I gotta do is rake and seed. Looks pretty good to me. Oh, Bob and John, they're two good workers. They get it done. Got it re-sloped a little bit so it all kind of slopes a little better. But I got all the bumps and ruts and things out of it. Now I'm gonna just see if I can get me some centipede growing. Got it so the water goes down and kind of fans out, not bunches up into a creek. I got a lot of waterfall that comes off the road. So I got thinking about last night. I put me a little diverter ditch right here at the top of the pump in the yard. Kind of take some of the water off before it gets to the big slope down there. It's an idea, it may work. So to accomplish it, I tilted the box blades. Got a little box blades, one of the best up in the cheap. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I think I got it where it's cutting right depth. Just enough of a swell that it'll divert water, and not enough that it'll beat me up on zero turn. So here we go. Alright, so there it is. It's a little bit of a swell in the yard. Not so much that you'll notice once grass is in it, but it's enough to, I think, divert the water, at least stop the sheeting and make it kind of cut that way. We'll see. May work, may not. Sound like a good idea though. All right, so we're getting ready to seed it. I got my seeder. I got the Woods PSS 72 super seeder. And I got it in the small hopper. And I got centipede, tough centipede. Like it's coated purple, so you hopefully can see it. So I've got it set to where a 5-pound bag covers an acre. But it has a compactor and a spike wheel that busts up the ground. And then mine has a disc harrow on the front that kind of chops up clods and stuff. And it leaves this ground finished, level, and beautiful. So I'm gonna make a rock walk, and then I'm gonna get to seeding. I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so here we are. Show you how it turned out. Looks pretty good. If you ask me, I'm getting ready to spread hay over it. I got it seeded with centipede. Look how good that thing, that super seeder works like magic. Got my slope, got the hump down, got the slope good, got my ditch in, my diverter trough up there. Maybe that'll work. I'll be talking to y'all later. And here it is, the finished project. Now all we gotta do is hope it grows. All strawed in, ready. I put a good water on it last night, covered up with straw this morning. And we are waiting for grass to grow. 21 days from now, hopefully the little heads will be popping up. Yep. On to the next project.